Welcome to Nature Walk, the podcast where we delve into the wonders of the natural world and explore the intricate relationships between humans, animals, and the environment. I'm your host, David, and I'm thrilled to have you join me on this journey. Today, we're going to talk about a topic that's been gaining momentum in the conservation community: genetic engineering. The idea of using synthetic biology to introduce new traits into endangered species or even bring back extinct ones has sparked intense debate among scientists, policymakers, and the general public. Just recently, the International Union for Conservation of Nature, or IUCN, voted to establish a framework for evaluating genetic engineering projects in the wild. As we explore this complex issue, let's start with the basics. Genetic engineering involves using technologies like CRISPR to edit an organism's genes, essentially allowing scientists to rewrite the code of life. This can be done to introduce new traits, such as resistance to diseases or increased tolerance to changing environmental conditions. The idea is that by giving endangered species a genetic boost, we might be able to help them survive and even thrive in a world where human activities are pushing many species to the brink of extinction. One of the most striking examples of this technology is the recent announcement by Colossal Biosciences, a company that claims to have used gene editing technology to restore the dire wolf, an extinct species. While some critics have questioned the validity of this claim, others see it as a potential game changer in the fight against biodiversity loss. But as with any powerful technology, there are also concerns about unintended consequences. What if genetic engineering were to have unforeseen effects on ecosystems or even human health? What if we were to release genetically modified organisms into the wild only to find that they outcompete native species or disrupt delicate balances? These are just some of the questions that conservationists and scientists are grappling with as they consider the potential benefits and risks of genetic engineering in the wild. The IUCN's recent vote reflects a sense of urgency and desperation among those working to protect endangered species, as existing regulations and conservation efforts often fall short. As we continue to explore this topic on Nature Walk, we'll be speaking with experts from around the world, including scientists, policymakers, and conservationists. We'll delve into the latest research, debate the ethics of genetic engineering, and examine the potential implications for the natural world. For now, let's take a deep breath and consider the vast possibilities and uncertainties that lie ahead. As we navigate this uncharted territory, we must proceed with caution, careful consideration, and a commitment to protecting the integrity of the natural world. We'll be right back with more fascinating stories from the natural world on Nature Walk. Welcome back to Nature Walk. I'm your host, David. We've got a fascinating selection of stories to share with you today, straight from the natural world of Ireland. As we delve into the intricacies of nature, we find ourselves entwined in a tapestry of life that's as intriguing as it is beautiful. Let's begin with a rather intimate moment observed by Rob Sutton in Cork City. While enjoying his lunch, Rob noticed what appeared to be a large, unusual flying insect. However, upon closer inspection, he realized it was two common darter dragonflies mating. This process, known as mating in flight, commences when the male grasps the female by the back of her head and flies off with her securely in his grasp. They then transfer sperm, and after about 15 minutes, they separate and fly off. It's a brief yet crucial moment in the life cycle of these dragonflies. Next, we have Paul Downey from Co-Waterford, who came across what he described as an alien caterpillar feeding on his Amelanchier shrub. But fear not, this extraterrestrial visitor is actually the caterpillar of the grey dagger moth, a species that overwinters as a pupa and emerges in May. The adults are so named due to the black dagger-like marks on their grey forewings. These moths lay eggs on various deciduous trees, including Amelanchier, which serve as a food source for the caterpillars. Derek Vile from Hollywood in Wicklow shared with us his discovery of puffball mushrooms in the graveyard of an old church. These were identified as Lycoperdon giganteum, or giant puffballs, which can grow up to 80 cm across. Initially solid and heavy, they become lighter as they age and release their spores through breaks in the skin. Lastly, Catriona Casey from Woodstown, Waterford, thought she had spotted a scarab shield bug on her patio, a species last recorded in Ireland in the 1930s. However, upon closer examination, it was suggested that this might actually be Chrysalina bankai, the bronze beetle, due to its red legs. And finally, John Glynn from Kilrush shared a wonderful photograph of a red shanky captured at Kerrin Pier in West Clare. These birds breed in wet grasslands but move to coastal areas for winter, joined by visitors from Iceland and northern Britain. These stories remind us of the richness and diversity of nature that surrounds us, waiting to be observed and appreciated. Whether it's the intricate dance of dragonflies or the curious appearance of a caterpillar, each discovery invites us into a deeper connection with our natural world. Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on Nature Walk. Welcome back to Nature Walk. I'm your host, David. As we conclude our journey through the wonders of the natural world today, we're going to venture into the farthest reaches of our solar system, to a planet that has long been shrouded in mystery and intrigue, Uranus. This icy giant, with its tilted axis and majestic ring system, has fascinated astronomers for decades. But despite its allure, Uranus remains one of the least understood planets in our solar system. Today, we're going to explore some groundbreaking new research that's shedding fresh light on this enigmatic world and its moons. For 40 years, scientists have believed that Uranus and its 5 largest moons were inactive and sterile, devoid of any geological activity or potential for life. This conclusion was based on data from the Voyager 2 spacecraft, which flew past Uranus in 1986 and sent back a treasure trove of information about the planet and its moons. However, a new analysis of that data has revealed a surprising twist. It appears the Voyager 2 flew past Uranus on a day when the sun was unleashing a powerful solar wind, which may have blown away any material that could have indicated geological activity or the presence of oceans. In other words, we may have been looking at Uranus on a bad day, and our understanding of the planet and its moons has been skewed as a result. The implications of this discovery are profound. If the Uranian system is not as inactive as we thought, it's possible that some of its moons could have conditions suitable for life. Imagine it, moons with subsurface oceans, teeming with fish and other aquatic organisms hidden beneath icy crusts. It's a tantalizing prospect, and one that's sending shockwaves through the scientific community. NASA is already taking notice, and plans are underway to launch a new mission to Uranus in the coming decades. The Uranus orbiter and probe will give us a closer look at the planet and its moons, and could potentially uncover evidence of life beyond Earth. It's an exciting time for space exploration, and we can't wait to see what secrets this new mission will uncover. As we close out today's Nature Walk, I want to leave you with a sense of wonder and awe at the mysteries that still await us in our solar system. From the icy moons of Uranus to the distant reaches of the cosmos, there's still so much to explore and discover. So keep looking up at those stars, and who knows what wonders we'll uncover next. That's all for today's Nature Walk. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, keep exploring your natural world.